What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. A little bit of trouble in paradise in San Jose. Obviously, the Sharks are falling, out of the Western Conference playoff picture right now, and Joe Thornton throwing a shot across the bow at Dougie Wilson. Doug needs to shut his mouth. Wilson was talking about the captaincy situation in San Jose, and the fact that they have not one but two former captains on the team between Thornton and Marlowe. Not exactly the best look, given what's transpired last year or so, and obviously the collapse against LA last year. This regular season, which has been a bit of a dumpster fire, just a bit. I mean, all that talent and still not winning games like they should. And again, a lot of it goes back to last year's playoffs. I mean, you can try to avoid that as much as you can, but I think the Sharks got to a crossroads last year after the LA debacle, similar to the way the Bruins did in 2010, coming off the Philly debacle, blowing an 0-3 series lead. Do you strengthen and go back at it, or do you shake and run and hide from it? The Sharks broke under the pressure. The Bruins went the opposite way and obviously won the Stanley Cup the next year. Obviously, as a Bruins fan, is that a little biased opinion? Sure. But the proof is in the pudding. I mean, this San Jose team right now is 3 points out of the playoffs. And they're going at it with LA, and they don't like playing Los Angeles because the Kings have their number, and that's a psychological thing as much as it is a talent thing. I mean, you can't tell me that the Sharks that LA is that much more talented. They just know how to deliver when it matters most, and they've been doing some great things in the last couple weeks, and have really made themselves a threat in the Western Conference. I mean, the rest of the conference is shaken with what they're doing, and nobody wants to face this team. I just think so much of that, they've kind of ruined San Jose. I think, again, even if the Sharks got swept in the next round, had they finished LA off, they'd be in an entirely different set of circumstances. Now, what does it mean for Joe Thornton? I think he's good as gone at the end of the season. I think they trade him. Is Toronto going to come knocking on the door for him? Sure. It's Joe Thornton and Connor McDavid down the middle would be kind of good if obviously the lottery balls go that way. But, they'll be interested in him. I mean, he's obviously not a kid anymore, but he can still get it done in that capacity. And, I think having a playmaker like that can give, any power play, boost. 44 assists on the season. He's actually second on the team in score. Pavelski's outscoring him. I think Marlowe's a good chance he's out of there, too. I thought they probably should have made the sweeping changes last year. Didn't do it, so that's, they're paying the price for it now. Thornton's 6th in the league in assists. Where is he in points? So that's, he's still got hockey. He's still got a lot of hockey left in him. He's 23rd in the NHL in points, 57. So, we'll see what happens. It's definitely, it's never an easy thing to tear it down and rebuild it. But I think the coaching staff's gonna be gone. And I think Joe Thornton is likely out of San Jose at the end. I think it's probably going to happen anyway. I mean, I just think the fact that the Sharks are going to miss the playoffs for the first time since the lockout, the first time since, whenever. I mean, I think 2003 was last year they missed the playoffs. So, it's one thing to get knocked out in the first round. It's one thing to miss the playoffs entirely. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I got sort of the power play with CJ on the upheaval in San Jose. Stay tuned for episodes of the season and beyond. Later, guys.